All right, so continuing looking at ourselves, today we're going to be looking at Lesson 3, Personal Growth Plan. We started that yesterday with the video I showed you from Arnold Schwarzenegger talking about how he set a goal for himself and then followed that goal no matter what, how it kept him motivated and driven and focused. Okay? So let's go ahead and dive into Personal Growth Plan. So think about factors that might impact your ability to maintain a job or to get a job or for a job even to be stable. What do you know about the work world today? What are your expectations? What are your assumptions? You know, when we think about having a job and being stable, folks, you really learn those skills in school. You know, the ability to get your work turned in on time, the ability to do it right without grammatical errors, ensuring that you're checking your mathematics so that you know that your math is correct when you're trying to calculate something else, something out. Learning how to use the different programs that you use, learning how to interface. You know, the environment, the hybrid or blended environment we're in now, where it's both virtual and in person, that is the future of the world. And it has been that way in the workplace for a long time. You know, video conferencing, telecommuting, meaning working from home, that has been around, you know, I'm 48, and that's been around as long as I can remember. Now, it developed more over the time that I was working. You know, in 1995, it wasn't as advanced, and I remember the changes in video conferencing and all that kind of stuff. But even then, we were beginning to work remotely. So it's just something to be really mindful of and think about. What skills are you developing every day here that are going to make a difference for you when it comes to you know, trying to get employment, and then once you have employment, staying employed. And the personal growth plan just isn't about employment, guys. I mean, I know that you know, we're talking about jobs and job stability and that kind of stuff, but we're talking about what do you need to do personally to be able to get where you need to get. All right, so let's ask this question. A learned ability to identify, experience, understand, and express human emotions in a healthy and productive way is called emotional intelligence, right? We do have some keywords that we're going to be going over, and I'll get those presented to you in a little bit, but you know, we need to think about emotional intelligence, right? Intelligence is more well-rounded than I just got a bunch of brains. Okay, intelligence is being able to emotionally connect, mentally connect, tangibly connect with the people that you come in contact with. All right, so you're going to want to click on the link for the student learning plan so you can see what the expectations are. The focus of this lesson is to be able to answer the question, what is emotional intelligence and why does it matter? Remember what our learning objective is for this week. Our learning objective for this week is that this week I will learn about the importance of developing a plan for the future. I am learning this so that I can have a clear plan for my educational and career goals. I will know that I have it once I am able to apply these concepts to my daily decision making, actions, deeds, and classroom performance. Okay, so we're just going to press ahead with that, okay? All right, so specific learning objectives, you know, that's a broad overall learning objective is match key emotional skill to the relevant skill dimension, develop strategies for growth in 2 emotional skill areas, plan self-directed development activities, and then be able to define the keywords adaptability, assertion, change orientation, deference, emotional intelligence, intrapersonal, and persistence. So, you know, we're in a crazy world and a crazy time with the pandemic, and so we have to, while the pandemic obviously is having impact on job stability and all that kind of stuff, we need to think beyond pandemic, right? So prior to pandemic, after pandemic, is really kind of our frame for these questions. So, what factors, positive or negative, do you think might affect job stability for you, your friends, your family members? Also, has anyone you know ever had trouble getting and keeping a job that they wanted to have? Think about the possible reasons for this. And then, what qualities do you think an employer needs in a reliable worker? If you remember in Arnold Schwarzenegger's presentation, he said that 75% of Americans don't enjoy their job. It's not fun for them. Now, work is work, but you should also enjoy doing the work you're doing. Okay, so I think that's really fascinating. So thinking about those questions, what I want you to do, we're going to go ahead and go to the next one. We are going to do a brainstorming exercise. So this is a Padlet. If you'll click on the brain, if you're live, now if you're remote, there'll be a link that'll pop up for you. But we're going to click on the brain, and what I want you guys to do is I want you to go through, and you can put in as many as you want. In the bottom right-hand corner of the screen is a little plus. Click the plus, and then think about brainstorm, which is throw out as many ideas as you can. Brainstorm on what skills do you believe that employers are looking for, what behaviors employers are looking for, and for what attitudes people are looking for. Okay, so go ahead, take a few minutes and do that. So let's reflect. How does that brainstorming activity apply to the discussion yesterday regarding SMART goals? And there's going to be a video for you on SMART goals that you can watch today as well. And which of those options, skills, behaviors, attitudes, do you think is more challenging for you, and why? And what can you do about it at this stage of your learning? What changes can you make if you need to be in a better place? All right, so that is going to conclude part one, and we'll dive into part two. I'll have part two posted tomorrow. I know you're doing benchmarks. Potentially, maybe they'll let you work on other schoolwork after, and we'll go from there. Have a fantastic day.